I'm pregnant. Pass the peas, I announce at Sunday dinner. My mother responds, Natalie, are you serious? I've been brainstorming how to drop the bomb that I, single, 24, and working retail, am pregnant, but instantly regret my decision to mimic Molly Ringwald in the in the 80s movie For Keeps. Yes, I say, and I'm giving the baby up for adoption. Another bomb drop. We sit in uncomfortable silence. I dropped the same bombs on my psychiatrist, Dr. Lawson, not long after. He's been my doctor for a long time. He's seen me at my lowest, drinking heavily, doing drugs, and even disappearing away to California. Now, he's watched me get and stay sober for over a year. He asks, how far along are you? About 8 weeks. As you know, I'm on Paxil, so I want to make sure that's okay. Well, Paxil is categorized as a Class C drug, which means that safety for pregnancy is unknown. So let's cut your dose in half. I blurt out, I wanted to tell you I'm giving the baby up for adoption. Dr. Lawson responds, you're a courageous woman, Miss Natalie. Not really, I was pretty stupid, but thank you. That's not stupid, Natalie. You are far from stupid. His eyes crinkle as he smiles. As time continues to pass, my growing belly starts making my personal business public. I'm a waitress at Outback Steakhouse and have to navigate how to handle my customers' invasive questions. I bet you're so excited. When are you due? Are you having a boy or a girl? It's too much. Exhausted after another long day, I climb into bed and finally notice what I've been trying to ignore all day. There are butterflies in my belly. I put my hand on the fluttering. The baby's moving. I light up for the first time since I found out I was pregnant. Since I got sober, I became more spiritual over the years. And in this moment, I feel a deeper connection to God as it finally lands in a visceral way that I have life growing inside of me. I now understand why other women talk about how special this experience is. Stop. You better not enjoy this. I tell myself quickly. You don't want to get attached. A few months go by and I can't help but notice a lack of butterflies. I call the nurse. She asks, how long has it been since you noticed the lack of movement? 2 days, maybe? Come in. We need to examine you right away. I feel awful. Maybe if I was a normal pregnant mother, I would have been more in tune with my baby and noticed the stillness sooner. Despite everything, I hope the baby's okay. The appointment is stressful and I end up staying overnight in the hospital, but eventually everything checks out. I push the experience to the back of my mind until my next doctor's visit 2 weeks later. He moves his stethoscope over my large belly for too long. What's wrong? I'm not finding a heartbeat. My heart drops. He leads me to a dark ultrasound room where a tech examines me. I'm sorry, she says. There is no heartbeat or movement. He's gone. Later that night, I'm standing at the big coffee urn at my AA home group meeting when I hear a voice call out, Natalie! It's Mike, a member I haven't seen in months. Wow, I didn't know you were pregnant. I don't know what to say, so I go with the truth. Oh, yes, well, actually, I just found out my baby's not alive. Hot tears insist on leaking out of my eyes. Oh, no, Natalie, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do? He asks, as helpless as me. No, there's nothing to do. Thank you. I still have 36 hours to go before I'm scheduled to go into the hospital for labor and delivery. I must carry my dead baby inside of me until then. Nerves mix with relief when I'm finally wheeled to my delivery suite. A large blue teardrop on the door alerts the staff that this delivery isn't a celebratory one. Women from my AA group show up to support me. I feel the love of God pouring in and through them. Their presence carries me forward into the dark unknown of the next day. I am exhausted and delirious from the morphine. Someone dresses my baby and hands him to me. Noah Joseph weighs 5 pounds. He is perfect and warm. Only his lips are too red and his fingernail beds too dark. He looks like he is sleeping peacefully. This is my moment, my only moment of being a mother. After handing Noah over to a nurse, I never see him again. I give him away according to plan. Time passes and I begin to feel more grounded, seeking therapy and processing my grief slowly. I'm still tender, though, when my friend Jenny approaches me after an AA meeting and tells me she has some news. I know you're still recovering from what happened, but I wanted to tell you that Andrew and I just found out I'm pregnant. Oh, wow, Jenny, congratulations. We hug. I am genuinely happy for her, but I can't help but think about my own experience. In the back of my mind, a question gnaws at me. I have to ask. Are you on Paxil by any chance? I know it seems weird to ask, but I think Paxil was why my baby died. She is. She follows my advice and gets off of it. Months later, Jenny calls me out of the blue. Natalie, our baby is gone. I'm stunned as she shares details eerily familiar to my experience. They had already named her Olivia. It is now Noah's 1-year birth and death anniversary. Jenny and I meet at a chapel called Pretty Place that overlooks the rolling hills of upstate South Carolina. I carry a small carved box holding some of Noah's ashes. We hug, cry, and hold hands as I release his ashes into the cold wind off the side of the mountain. We sing Amazing Grace. I feel so much, from sadness and grief to love and gratitude. I'm thankful I'm able to share this experience with someone else and become the example that I didn't have to look up to. I'm able to hold it all without needing to escape in a substance. I allow myself to feel all parts of my human experience, not good or bad, right or wrong. I am just human. I am just human, like Jenny, like her Olivia, like my Noah. Thank you.